softly for PremierGuitar.com, and that is the sound of Tomaszewicz here at the LA Amp Show 2011. What have you got here, man? This is a really beastly little beast.
This is a newer version of the 17-watt Overdrive. Added a tube rectifier and an effects loop by popular demand. So the tube rectifier really changes the tonality and the response and everything. I'm really liking it. So we got that, and shall we?
Yeah, well, there's kind of an interesting story behind your decision to move to a tube rectifier for this particular model, huh? Little guiding hand.
Yeah. Alan Holdsworth. He a couple times I asked him what he would like to see for future versions of the amp, and he said that he was into EL84s. That's what started me with the on the EL84 path, and then he was insistent upon a tube rectifier. So I thought, okay, guy knows what he's talking about, and you can really tell that. I mean, it's really very good for hammer-ons and pull-offs, that smooth kind of style, and I'm loving the way it feels. It's pretty good.
What else does this little guy have on it, feature-wise?
It's this Overdrive is foot switchable, and that's essentially it. It's without that, it's basically your standard amplifier. In fact, you can, the way it is now without the Overdrive, you can crank up the preamp gain. Now, you can back this off and you can clean that up a little bit, and then sorry, you can edit that out if you want.
Remind us how many watts this thing is.
17.
Okay. So that's pretty crazy. Now, is this a standard cabinet for these heads?
Yeah. But this one has an EVM 12L in it. That's not standard, but otherwise.
What would you put in ordinarily?
Well, whatever anybody wants. I kind of like the Celestion G12H30 Heritage. I got that one in that one over there. And that's kind of what pairs up pretty nice. But I tried this, and I'm kind of loving this one too.
John, who is this little guy in blue?
Little guy in blue. This is similar version to the 17 Overdrive, except it's got a set of 6L6s in it, and a little beefier transformer to give you a little more headroom and a little more volume. Mm-hmm. It's a great blues amp. It's kind of like a deluxe with Overdrive. If you want to look at it that way, it sounds kind of similar to my deluxe, and I love it. I'm a primarily blues kind of guy, so it gets I like the way it gets a good sound for blues.
You want to play some blues?
Well, sure.
Sounds pretty sweet. I want to mention these are pretty cool looking too.
Oh, thanks.
The blue looks especially nice.
Yeah, I like the way the blues that I had before, they looked really good. And I had a bunch of black amps, and I stacked them together, and the way they just looked really good, the way they checkerboarded together. So I figured, the two-tones, it's not an original idea, but I don't think I've seen anybody with a blue and black like that, and it's just, I love it. It looks great.
Stylish, man. It looks good. Well, where should the people go to find out more about what you're doing?
Well, JT Sound Inc., jtsoundinc.com, and you'll see all the prices and information there. Or you give me a call. I'll be happy to talk to anybody and talk about amps for a while. So,
cool. And all these are available to the people right now.
Yeah. Well, yes, absolutely. Oh, and this one, all these will be available with effects loops too. So that's something new. A lot of guys have been looking for that. So that's something new. And
awesome. All right. Well, thanks a lot, John.
Okay.
Sounds fantastic. Thanks for playing for us too.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks for having us here in your happy suite. This is Charles for PremierGuitar.com, LA Amp Show 2011.